Hello, and welcome back to Ava and Ben's English Loft. I am Ava, broadcasting live from our sunny, brick-walled loft right here in the heart of New York City. And sitting across the coffee table from me, looking deeply philosophical today, is my wonderful co-host Ben. How are you doing, Ben?
Hi Ava. Hello everyone. I'm doing great, though my brain is a little tired today. I have been doing some intense mental gymnastics all morning.
Mental gymnastics? Don't tell me you actually tried that 5 a.m. yoga routine we talked about.
Oh, absolutely not. Moving my body at 5 a.m. is against my personal religion. No, I'm talking about language gymnastics. Lately, I have been thinking about how much energy it takes to speak English when you are constantly translating every single word in your head before it comes out of your mouth. It feels like my brain is running a super slow, heavy computer program from 1995.
Oh, the dreaded internal translation machine. That is one of the biggest roadblocks every language learner faces. You hear an English sentence, your brain translates it to your native language. You think of an answer in your native language, translate it back to English, and only then do you speak. By the time you finish that whole process, the conversation has already moved on. Forget the textbooks. Learn real English with us. Welcome to the Loft.
Exactly. Yesterday, a guy at the coffee shop asked me if I like the weather today. By the time my brain processed the translation, formulated the perfect response, and checked the grammar, the guy had already paid for his muffin, walked out of the store, and was probably halfway across Brooklyn. I was just standing there, staring at the barista saying, "Yes, the sun is high." It was very awkward.
Classic. But you know what, Ben? The secret to breaking that cycle isn't just learning more vocabulary or studying more grammar rules. The real superpower is training your brain to think directly in English. You have to fire the invisible middleman living in your head.
Fire the middleman. I love that expression. And actually, since that awkward coffee shop moment, I have been actively trying out a few strategies to do exactly that. And I know you have some brilliant professional tips too. So, today, let us do a classic Loft exchange. We are going to share our best tips on how to stop translating and start thinking in English.
I love a good strategy session. Let us kick it off. Ben, what is the first thing you tried to get your brain to switch gears?
Alright, my first tip is something I like to call the secret life narrator. I realized that my internal monologue, the quiet voice inside my head that talks all day long, is always running in my native language. So, I decided to force that voice to speak English, but only for very basic, boring daily activities.
Okay, give me an example. What does the secret narrator sound like?
Well, this morning I was making breakfast, and instead of thinking in my native language, I consciously thought in English. Ben walks to the kitchen. Ben opens the refrigerator. Ben looks for the eggs. Oh look, there are no eggs. Ben is sad. Ben will eat dry toast instead.
Haha, I love that. You're giving your life major main character energy, Ben. It sounds like a movie voiceover.
It really does. And the best part is, because nobody can hear your thoughts, there's absolutely zero pressure. There's no fear of making a mistake, no embarrassment, and no one judging your accent. You're just practicing building direct connections between your physical actions and English words.
That is actually a phenomenal tip, Ben. Psychologically, it works because you are bypassing the translation step entirely. You aren't connecting the English word refrigerator to your native word for it. You are connecting the English word directly to the big, cold box in front of you. That leads perfectly into my first big tip, which is all about how you learn new words. If you want to think in English, you have to ditch the bilingual dictionary.
Ditch the dictionary? Ava, you are talking to a man who loves dictionaries. How am I supposed to know what a word means if I don't look up the translation?
I am not saying don't look it up. I am saying change how you look it up. When you use a bilingual dictionary that translates English into your native language, you are reinforcing that mental detour. Instead, start using a monolingual dictionary, an English-only dictionary designed for learners.
So instead of looking up a word and seeing the direct translation, I read the definition of the word written in simple English.
Exactly. For example, if you look up the word ubiquitous, instead of getting a translation, you read present, appearing, or found everywhere. This forces your brain to stay in the English zone. You are using English to understand English. And if you are a total beginner, use Google Images. Don't look up the translation of the word squirrel. Just search the word squirrel in Google Images, look at the picture of the fluffy little animal with the big tail, and let your brain connect the sound of the word directly to the visual image. No translation required.
That makes so much sense. It's like training your brain to see the world in English rather than just memorizing a list of equivalent words. I'm definitely going to try the image trick next time I run into a weird vocabulary word.
Now my second tip is a bit more aggressive. I call it the digital takeover. A few weeks ago, I went into the settings of my phone, my laptop, and my social media accounts, and I changed the default language to English.
Ooh, that is a bold move. That is true immersion right in the palm of your hand. How did that go for you?
Well, the first 3 days were complete chaos, I won't lie. I accidentally turned off my morning alarm, I changed my display settings to high contrast neon green, and I almost deleted my entire photo library because I misunderstood a confirmation button.
Oh no, Siri was probably very confused.
Siri and I are currently not on speaking terms, Ava. But seriously, after that initial shock, something amazing happened. Because we look at our phones hundreds of times a day. My brain was forced to constantly process English words like notifications, settings, share, and cancel without thinking about it. It became automatic. Now, when I see those words, I don't translate them. I just know what they mean and what action to take.
That is the power of environmental conditioning. You are creating a mini English-speaking world around yourself, even if you are just sitting on your couch. And you don't have to stop at your phone. You can change your car's GPS language to English too, although that can also lead to some funny adventures.
Oh, absolutely. Last week I tried using an English voice assistant for navigation. I was trying to find a specific street downtown, and my accent must have been a bit off. Instead of taking me to the highway, the voice assistant politely informed me that it couldn't find any recipes for fried chicken near me. I was hungry, but not that hungry.
Haha! Hey, at least the AI was trying to be helpful. But that brings me to my second major tip, which is a great way to build up your mental stamina without getting overwhelmed. Let's face it, trying to think in English all day long is exhausting. If you try to do it 24/7, your brain will literally melt. So, my advice is to start with the 5-minute rule.
Okay, I like the sound of 5 minutes. That fits perfectly into my attention span. How does it work?
You pick one specific, consistent time of day, just 5 minutes. It could be while you are drinking your morning coffee, while you are waiting for the subway, or right before you go to sleep. During those 5 minutes, you declare a strict no translation zone. You look around the room, and you actively try to form thoughts only in English. If a word from your native language pops into your head, you don't get frustrated. You just politely wave goodbye to it and bring your focus back to English.
That sounds very meditative, like a language mindfulness practice.
It really is. By keeping it to just 5 minutes, you remove the pressure. You don't feel overwhelmed, and it becomes a daily habit. Over time, you will notice that those 5 minutes feel easier and easier, and you can naturally expand it to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or a whole hour. You are building up your language muscle, one small rep at a time.
I think that is an incredibly valuable point, Eva. It reminds me of another micro habit I started using. When I don't know a specific word in English while I'm thinking, I used to stop everything and look it up immediately. Now, I play a game. I try to describe the word to myself using other English words I already know.
Oh, like the game Taboo or Charades, but inside your own head?
Exactly. For example, the other day I forgot the word for umbrella. Instead of stopping my internal monologue to look it up, I just thought, the black thing you hold above your head when water falls from the sky so you do not get wet. And then I kept going with my thought. It keeps the momentum alive.
Ben, that is a master level strategy. In linguistics, we call that circumlocution. It is exactly what native speakers do when they forget a word. If you can describe a concept without knowing the exact noun, you are officially thinking like a fluent speaker. Look at you, absolutely crushing it.
Thank you. I'm slowly but surely firing that 1995 middleman in my brain. He was demanding too much vacation time anyway.
Haha, well, he definitely didn't deserve a bonus. Wow, time flies when you are retraining your brain. Let us wrap up today's episode with our signature 3-point recap so our listeners can start putting these tips into action right away. Ben, do you want to give us point number 1?
I would love to. Lesson number 1. Become the narrator of your own life. Start utilizing your internal monologue by commentating on your simple daily physical actions in English. Do it in your head, where there is zero pressure, zero judgment, and zero fear of making mistakes. It builds a direct highway between your actions and your English vocabulary.
Beautifully summarized. Lesson number 2. Stop using translation shortcuts. Ditch the bilingual dictionary and switch to a monolingual, English-only dictionary designed for learners. If you are a beginner, use visual aids like Google Images to connect new words directly to objects and concepts, instead of routing them through your native language.
And finally, lesson number 3. Start small with digital and mental habits. Change your phone or social media settings to English to force passive immersion into your day. Combine that with the 5-minute rule. Dedicate just 5 minutes a day to a strict, translation-free English zone to build your language stamina without burning out.
Such fantastic tips today, Ben. I think this is going to make a massive difference for everyone listening. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us in the Loft today.
Yes, thank you for listening. Go out there, practice your internal movie narration, and let us know how your 5-minute zones are going. Stay curious, keep practicing, and we will see you in the next episode. Tschüss!
Bye-bye!